Hey folks, KILT-MAN here, KILT-MAN at your services. How are you all? Hope you're all doing very, very well. Hope you're all feeling festive, because it is, as my young friend seated beside me here can testify, it's Christmas time. And we have a big box, a crate, full, stuffed, crammed full of Christmas goodies, mystery gifts, from someone that regular viewers will know and love. Yes, your friend and mine, Astradyne, a traveller in time. Astradyne has been up to his old festive tricks again, and literally, that box is bulging. And as you will soon see, and it's a crate festooned with imagery and quotes from movies and popular culture. And again, as regular viewers will know, the stuff inside that box is going to be pure cult merch. They will be going on past history. There will be CDs, so music, there'll be movies, there'll be TV stuff, there'll be magazines, there'll be books, there'll be fashion in the form of t-shirts and vests and things like that. Maybe some Christmas socks, some slippers, who knows. Figures, statues, oddments, relics and treasures from all the things we know, love and revere from movies and TV and music. So let's stop wasting time. Mistletoe and wine? No, it's whiskey actually, but hey ho, cheers y'all, cheers Astradyne. And once again, this package has come via Antarctica and Outpost 31. I don't know why he sends his stuff from Cardiff via Antarctica, the arsehole of the world, to come all the way back again to northwest of England, the Whittle Peninsula, where the Kilt Mansion sits proudly upon a prominent prow. Cheers, y'all. Now, I've got a feeling we're going to go some distance with this because I don't know what's in there, but there will be things related, I would presume, to the likes of Doctor Who, Alien, The Thing, military history, and real history, and just the things that warm the cockles of a rampant, nerdy geek's heart. Let's get the box, shall we? Oh, God. Look at this. We have whales all over it as well, because he hails from Wales. Right, let's talk about what's actually on the box, other than various stickers, labels and addresses. Outpost 31. A phone number. The phone number is 632-3003 from OMD, Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark. That is the phone box in Mel's, which they made famous. So that's the phone number of that phone box. Now, we've got another quote over here which says, "Dirk wears white socks." Who knows what that is? It's an album by Adam and the Ants. Very early one. What else have we got? Oh, God. Gene walks in fresh fields. China Crisis. Yeah. MFP 4073. That is the badge number of Max Rokitansky. Mel Gibson, Mad Max, in the first Mad Max movie. MFP meaning Main Force Patrol. Oh, I've just realised I'm wearing House Max. That's a Mad Max inspired Game of Thrones mashup. And there's Dog, the dog, on top of the last of the V8s. We have Sears 2112, which is a reference, an astronomical reference to, I think, the furthest spiral galaxy away, because we both love the stars and beyond. So that's a reference to the furthest spiral galaxy observable from our good planet. I'm sure there's more stuff. 2 million, I presume, light years. Pioneer 10, Aldebaran. So that's one of our deep space probes, which is now 2 million bloody light years away. What else have we got? show us something else. Maybe not. Oh, yeah. This box was packed in 2021. So 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. He has these things, these crates stacked up in a warehouse like Hangar 18, you know? Or that hangar that the Ark of the Covenant gets shoved into at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. And they're all just stacked up there. And he must go like select one at random to bring out. And this was actually packed in 2021. It says in brackets by Dr. Copper from Outpost 31. Can we trust him? Jury's out on that. But he's harmless. Oh, doesn't matter. So I'm sure Astradyne has forgotten what's in this box. So anyway, let's get the old trusty skiing do. Look at that gleaming there it is. Eager to strike, to plunge. And as you know, you've got to be very careful when you start slicing into these big boxes, because you're trying to cut through all the gaffer tape and all of this stuff, all the sealant that's gone around it to find the groove, slice in, and as you're going gently, suddenly you go whoop, like that. And you could have just skewered some really, really rare antique bit of merch. Oh, of course, to keep with the Christmas theme, as well as the various Santa hats you see arrayed around us, and some of this rather whimsical lighting I have. And Lethal Weapon, a Christmas movie. We have Gremlins, the soundtrack from Jerry Goldsmith, playing behind us. Well, in fact, it's all around us because there's speakers everywhere. But, right, let's find, God, what's the best way into these things? Because looking at this, you've got the box sealed over, and you've got looks like a central piece that's been stuck on to anchor it down. So it might be best going in from the side. Whoop. See what I mean about the plunge? There's a fair bit of sawing taking place there. Well, we've still got to go through the top. Astradyne, mate, this is not that easy to do. Yeah, there's some kind. I don't know how he's constructed this, but we're gonna have to go and keep on cutting. Oh, Jesus. God. Now, yeah, already there's bubble wrap aplenty. Bubble wrap a go-go, which is great for stuffing masks and things. So, always comes in handy. Is that too loud? We'll find out as we go along. Cheers. I'm knackered now. I have a feeling that I'm going to have to reposition everything, because things are going to come out and they're going to... Oh, once again, I did not think this through. Well, straight away I am confronted with... I can see something, spidery, and something alien, something Lord of the Rings, little bags, there's a tin of sugar. What? Let's go in from the... Okay. Let's see what this is. It is... Oh my word! Enola Gay, OMD. Only it's not OMD. This is the soundtrack to the film Enola Gay, of course, about the infamous bombing of Hiroshima. Just delivered the bomb, the Hiroshima bomb. And of course, the USS Indianapolis, with Quint serving on board, gets sunk. Japanese sub slammed 2 torpedoes into our side, Chief. Well, I mangled that one, didn't I? Composed by Maurice Jarre. I am not familiar I know the movie, but I've seen the movie, but a long time ago. I am not in the least bit familiar with the score by Maurice Jarre, and it's on glorious vinyl as well. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Let's put that there. I mean, I'm not going to linger too long because there's a lot to get through. There's going to be a huge stockpile of packaging all over the place. Okay, well, there's a Lord of the Rings figure here. I've already got all the Lord of the Rings figures, unless this could be a rare one which I'd never even encountered before. But I really do haven't. It's Gimli! It's Gimli with all his axes. And of course, you've got the plinth where the one ring is. I guess, well, goes to smash it and a big shockwave envelops Rivendell. And he realises that he's not strong enough or responsible enough to be the bearer of the ring. But there he is. Super hairy. Very axe wieldy. And you can never have too many Lord of the Rings figures, can you? You just can't. So, hey ho. Let's see what else we've got. There's lots of little boxes and stuff. Well, look. Oh. There's something which ordinarily I would presume would be a t-shirt, but it actually is addressed to Mr. and Mrs. KILT-MAN. Is it a communal dressing gown? Is it his and hers Mad Max inspired knickers? Who knows? Let's find out, shall we? I don't know that I should actually call it that. Oh, hang on. Well, it would appear to be 2 t-shirts. Ah! Well, this obviously must be Mrs. KILT-MAN's, because it's one of them plague priests when the plague was rampant, and they wore them ridiculous big sort of banana-nosed masks. Well, she's got quite an amazing sense of smell, so that'll go to her. Thank you. Bit of an odd one, that as well. So there's another one in here. Oh, and there's a bag of Haribo Star Mix, which is probably past its sell-by date, being as you packed this back in 2021. Folks, there was a wee knock at the door. Christmas cards. You know, I've let all the staff go on Christmas leave. Duh. So I've got to do all the household chores myself. I'm joking. I'll get Mrs. KILT-MAN to do them. So what's this? Hang on a minute. Well, there's no way on earth I'm going to fit into that. That's a little t-shirt. It's shaped womanly, and it's got some sort of a dragon, and well, you guys might know who that is. Is that it's anime, some kind of I don't know, Pokemon, Pikachu? I don't know who these people are. So that's obviously I'm the plague doctor, and she's some little Oriental waif with amazing powers. Brilliant. So you don't know what you're going to come up with. Now I see Doctor Who and posters, and some cassettes as well. Cassettes, yeah, change all. Right. Okay, there's little bags of stuff. It's playing very ominously threatening music. What's this? Cloak clasp lone wolf brooch pin. Oh, a lone wolf brooch pin. Oh, let's have a little look at this. Brooch pins and kilt pins. You know, I live my life around these things. Ooh. And we've got some more bubble wrap of the baby variety. Let's have this. Oh. looks, I don't know if you can see that, ferocious Nordic sort of deity there. There's headdress, looks almost Wiccan actually, that's beautiful now. Even the surround, it's like a shield. Got a clasp pin on it, that could look great. On my over shoulder plaid fly, and when I go out in my regalia, the whole Highland bling, that will sit there. God, that's brilliant. Thank you very much. Let's put it back in its little bed. There we go. That's good. That's great. There's Doctor Who. It's Tom Baker, the best Doctor, the only Doctor, and a book. So let's have a look at this. Oh, to Major Tom. The Bowie letters. Do you say Bowie or Bowie? I say both, to be perfectly honest. And I've actually argued the toss for either. But David Bowie. The Bowie letters by Dave Thompson. It's a fine premise, entertainingly executed, excitable, profoundly uncool, and spookily touching. And then you've got the Bowie stamp there as well. Brilliant, and love that. And Mrs. KILT-MAN is a massive David Bowie fan. Well, I am too, but she's a much bigger fan. So she can have that for Christmas. Hey! She might have heard that. Doctor Who. It's a birthday card. It's a Doctor Who Tom Baker birthday card. Oh, hang on a minute. There's several of them. Who is very important today? You are. Happy Who birthday and much love too. And another one. He's feeding the pigeons there. Let's see. For you who are so special, all possible happiness, today, tomorrow, and always. And this is from Astradyne, who is a traveller in time. Shh, don't tell everybody that though. Happy birthday again. Happy days, this time, next time, always. Aren't they great? Never tired of seeing that face. He doesn't quite look like that these days, but he is cracking on a fair bit. He's definitely overdue for a real life regeneration. Right. Okay. Because what you can't see is there's just tons of things here, but I keep little titles keep popping out, like The Fog. John Carpenter's The Fog. I have reviewed the movie. I've discussed it a lot. I think I have done a video commentary for it. I think I have. Yeah, I'm sure I have. And oh, that's the steel book. When I've got every version of it, and I've got 4K, but I don't think I have this luscious steelbook version. Look at that. There's Adrienne Barbeau, Stevie Wayne, fabulous KAB, Antonio Bay, top of the world. Ahoy, mateys! Oh my god! And you've got the marauding maritime zombie ghosts on the attack. And they're coming up in the house. Mrs. Cabritz! And the fabulous Edgar Allan Poe quote from the start of the movie is all that we see or seem but a dream within a dream. Wow. And that's just gonna... Looking over there right now, there's a huge John Carpenter segment on one of the shelves there. So that's gonna sit amongst them. There's John Carpenter stuff everywhere, by the way, because I've got 1 billion copies of The Thing and Escape from New York, and they are literally all over the place. But that's great. Thank you, mate. Oh, there was something else attached to that, and it is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Zaphod Beeblebrox and Marvin, the paranoid android. Awesome stuff. Douglas Adams, a genius. Brilliant. And I've got that, but I couldn't tell you where it is. So I've got another copy. Brilliant. I know where that one is. It's there. Soul Power. What's this? This is from Eureka. This is a DVD. It's James Brown. It's Muhammad Ali, B.B. King, The Spinners, Miriam Makeba, Bill Withers, Don King. Big Black Tabbouleh, The Crusaders, Celia Cruz and the Fania All-Stars. It's a film by Jeffrey Levi Hinte, chronicling Zaire 74, a 3-day musical festival made entirely using footage from 1974. Well, wow, a bit of soul power. You can't go wrong with that, can you? And there's a nice big booklet with it as well. Oh, excellent. It's a DVD. It's not Blu-ray, it's a DVD. But we still have that tech, so it's all right. And we still have this tech as well. Cassettes, Human League, and what else have we got here? Oh, I can't quite tell. Billy Curry, Transportation. Don't know it. See, this is what Astradyne does as well. He introduces me to a lot of music that I may have bypassed throughout my rather wild youth. And although we're into a lot of the same things, prog rock and synth, 80s synth, but he's introduced me to 70s synth and some stuff even earlier and more experimental, and folky music too, and a lot of rock. But Human League again, Hysteria, and Ultravox, the classic, the collection, which I've got on vinyl as well. That fabulous stuff. And cassettes, yeah, they snap, they snarl, but there's a little bit of beauty in those boxes, and those little cassettes come out and you can take them out and turn them around. Perfect. Bubble wrap. Can you see what's in there? Can you work that out? I just have. Whoa, ooh, I better be careful. In the past history of these things arriving, there has been the odd breakage, which we've noticed. And oh, look at it! It is Bruce, it is Jaws, and he has got the oxygen tank in his gob. Look at that! Oh, wow. There's a little, so it can be wall mounted. We've got the, and very thoughtfully he's put the little bracket and the screws in there too. Oh my God, that's great. Do you know what, I'd love to have that between the taps on our bath, just there. Be great, looking at you, coming at you. And it could be great, you know, when you're lying in the bath and you get the soap and the soap goes up your hand, and it starts flying everywhere, and you try to put your hand in the water to try and catch it, and like it's got some kind of rocket propelled propulsion system of its own and a mind of its own. It's out your hand again, and you turn yourself inside out trying to catch the soap. He'll catch it as it flies out, stuck in Bruce's gob. I told you, if you use foul language, we'll wash your mouth out with soap. That's beautiful, that really is. I didn't expect that. Oh wow. I need to speed things along here, don't I? Cheers, y'all. Cheers, Astradyne. That's great. Okay, there's something alien here. And at the top of it, it's got some spiders. I hope that wasn't a spider scurrying around inside the box. What is it? Oh, it's Lambert. It's Veronica Cartwright. It's these Eagle Moss, are they? Is this Eagle Moss? Eagle Moss Hero Collected range. And it's Lambert with a bit of a diorama going on. There she is on the back. Poor Lambert. If you watch Aliens and you get the sort of crew roster when Van Leeuwen and everyone's talking about, you know, why did you blow up a $60 gazillion billion commercial starship? You know, why did you blow it up? And you lost all these crew members and all that. And you see a bit of her biography, and she was born a man. A bit like Michelle Obama. Oh. Yeah, born a man. Weird, isn't it, that they throw that little detail in there? Well, it's not a part of anything in Alien. But I don't know where to get this out right now. Should we get this out? Ooh, a little card or booklet in there as well. Oh, it's taped up, isn't it? I don't have to make work for myself, don't I? By the way, these polystyrene bits like that, little tip for you: if you can carve them with a knife, and you can make them look just like the ice block from the Thing. Any version of the Thing, the original, 1951, with James Arness as the Super Carrot, and obviously John Carpenter as the Thing, but also the prequel, cunningly titled The Thing. The size of all that for that figure. Oh, we've got silica gel. Throw away. Do not eat. You know, because you're always tempted to eat silica gel, aren't you? Well, there she is, folks. There she is, Lambert. She's got the tracker, the motion tracker. So Dallas is going to be in the air shafts. Oh, Dallas, move! Move, Dallas, move! It's heading right towards you. Well, it's a good figure. It is a good figure. There's a fair bit of, it actually weighs a little bit as well. And you've got the tanks of coolant on the floor. And actually, no, it's from the scene where, well, she's about to meet a very grisly end, which you, by end, I mean the business end of the alien's blade tip tail, which goes through her. I've discussed this only recently, haven't I? About Lambert and her fate. There is pictures of what you don't see in the movie, any version of the movie. Yeah, you see Parker sitting there. He's cross-legged and he's slumped forward. There's bits of brain on the deck in front of him, and his head is dripping blood. But what you don't really see too well is Lambert's naked legs swinging in the foreground with blood dripping down them. She has been raped by the alien. That was the idea. Yeah, I know you think, how does that fit into the alien life cycle? It just doesn't, does it? Well, in Alien, they didn't really think out the life cycle, and James Cameron then retweaked it with an alien queen and a hive and all that. But she is actually horribly, horribly raped and eviscerated by the alien, and he's hung her up from the rafters in the air, the coolant room. You know, and Ripley, of course, comes in too late after hearing that blood-curdling shriek that Lambert issues after Parker gets killed and then the alien turns on her. But that's from that sequence. I mean, I'm saying that, because I think she's got the motion tracker, but it's the coolant tanks on the floor which make me think that she's in that final moment. Not that she's, tracking Dallas in the air shafts. But no, that's great. But as I say, these things, you can carve them into wonderful versions of the block of ice from the Thing. So you can combine Alien with the Thing. Okay, that's not going back in properly. Oh God. As the actress said to the bishop. Let's put that over there. Right, oh God, the big box as well. Oh God. See, this is what it's like Christmas morning. There's packaging everywhere now. And once again, there's whiskey flowing. Typical Christmas. Okay, what else have we got here? We've got tubes of what I presume are posters. Okay. Oh, there's more than one in here. Oh God, I don't want to... Oh, it's spiraled like a spiral galaxy. What do we have here? Oh! It's Blake 7. It's, what's that ship called? The Liquidator? The Exterminator? Pest Controller? The Blake 7 Eater? Oh God, what's it called? Liberator! The Liberator! And no, it doesn't say it on it, in case you think I sussed it because it told me. The Liberator. See, it told you, Cult TV. You've had Doctor Who. So now we've got Blake 7. And there's Blake himself. Blake 7. Very cool show. That's why he's got the scar down his face as well. Let's put that back in there. Get the lid on it before he tries to escape again. Sorry, I've got to try and speed things up here. There's classic pop magazine. Adamant! Look at him! Adamant. Fantastic, flamboyant, cavalier, extrovert. He's a living, breathing human pantomime, and we love him for it. Oh, and there's something inside this. Looks like movies. Cue the Winged Serpent. Yeah, Don Coscarelli. A great movie. And the stuff. What's eating you? Are you eating it, or is it eating you? Excellent. I know, folks. I'm not going to linger too long. There's a lot. Oh, another bag of this stuff. Oh, there's silica gel on the floor. You know, when the servants return after their Christmas leave and they're hungry, they'll be sniffing around the floor. Silica gel. Oh, yeah. Well, let's see what this is meant to be first. Right, this is pendant of the Brotherhood of the Crystal Star Lone Wolf. Oh God, that's hefty, isn't it? Look at that. So we've got this turquoise gemstone in the middle. We have a multi-pronged stoked metal sun behind it, and it's a pendant, so we've got a big long chain as well. That'll look good. That will look good, actually. I mean, I do love me tribal blinginess. So we've got some more of that. Where did I put the other one? There's something. Oh yes! Doctor Who figures. It's Tom Baker in his tartan, his Scottish regalia, and he's got unit soldiers there. It's the Brigadier, and is it Sergeant Benson? Is it? Oh no, hang on. Sergeant Benson and a unit soldier. That's it's not the Brigadier at all. He's got the Brigadier's moustache though. I would say that's the Brigadier. But the unit soldiers dressed in good old-fashioned British DPM. One of the best camouflage systems I've ever encountered. Although I do prefer US Tiger Stripe, to be perfectly honest. But British DPM worked a treat. I don't know why they ditched it. Includes the 4th Doctor, Sergeant John Benson, and unit soldier. Oh yes. Fucking I mean, they're not the most articulated of figures. I don't think, anyway. Well, they might be. I thought their arms were completely stiff then, but it looks like there are elbow joints. I've not got any of these figures, you see, but I've always looked at this set. Oh, fantastic. Nice bit of tartan as well. Look at that. Brilliant. Oh, that's boss, that, mate. Oh, God. Giddiness. Another poster. Hang on. To remind them who they're dealing with. Ooh. Should we recognise that slogan? Can't get it out. Again, as the actress said to the bishop. Oh God, I can't. Here you are. Done it. Right, what the hell is this? Oh mate, I think it's, oh no, it's it. It's a disposable bottom flap. You guys see what that? It's old Mikey Myers! Some days you just have to put on the mask to remind them who they're dealing with. And he's there in the wardrobe because Laurie Strode's crouched down below and she'll stab him. She'll get great sort of Ripley-like resilience and ingenuity. Gets a coat hanger, makes a big stabby thing out of it, gets him in the eye, and then he drops his knife, the big butcher knife, and she stabs him in the guts as well. He's already had a knitting needle in the neck. And people say he's not supernatural because he keeps coming back from the dead. I'm not supernatural. My ass. I shot him 6 times. I shot him 6 times. I shot him in the heart. He's not human. Exactly. Look at that. Now, I'll be honest, this has took a bit of a battering, this poster. But it's a wonderful image though, it really is. Look at that. Doesn't really work so well when you've got the jaunty elements of Gremlins playing behind. Oh God, right, hurry up. Buck Rogers, that's Buck Rogers. Which must be season 1 and season 2. I've got these in different packaging actually. So these must be, I got the American version, these are UK versions. There's a note attached to these. Ho KILT-MAN, that's the usual greeting from Astradyne. Ho KILT-MAN! He's not calling me a ho. I don't think he is anyway. Buck Rogers has been donated by my brother Dave. Oh right. And he will be very elated if you can do a review of 2 episodes from season 1. Ha! Space Rockers! Space Rockers. It's a fucking dizzy show. It's literally a band standoff at the end of the galaxy and some nefarious guys running it, but there's a death plot involved somehow, if I remember rightly. And also Space Vampire and cheers to Space Vampire. What was he called? Buck Rogers and Wilma Deering are on a space station which gets ploughed into by a space freighter. And everyone on board is dead, and Buck begins to suss out that because people are sort of dropping into comatose, zombie-like states on the space station, and he thinks something is stalking Wilma, and Colonel Wilma Deering in that figure-hugging white flight suit, Erin Grey. Oh dear God, a goddess. Absolute goddess, with her hair tied up and a space helmet on, or her hair down, and then a slinky, sort of lycra, space age, purpley, shimmery suit. Oh God, equally skin tight. Oh yeah, I think it's called the Vorvon. Not a Bourbon. They could be equally as dangerous though if you don't chew them properly first. But the Vorvon, a space vampire. Now, when did these come out? 80s, late 70s was the movies, and the TV show ran into the 80s. In 1976, Colin Wilson wrote the novel Space Vampires, which of course we all know became the movie Life Force, which I have covered a lot and done a really big, very energetic video commentary for. Do check these previous videos out if you haven't already. But it was called Space Vampires, and like the vampire in this, he sucks the life force out of people, not blood. It's a kid's fantasy TV space show, so it wasn't nasty, but even though you had uber sexy women in them as well. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm thinking that whoever wrote that episode was massively influenced by Colin Wilson. I mean, the film hadn't come out at that stage, but they took a rather obscure British sci-fi horror novel, which is very talky, but and they took the idea from that. And if I remember rightly as well, the vampire in this, he's got freakish, stuck-on black eyebrows which meet in the middle. So hang on a minute, you packed this in 2021, so your brother Dave's been waiting for these reviews for a long time, mate. Dave, I apologise. And I'll probably do a double header video of both episodes, just for you, mate, just for Dave. You don't need an excuse to watch Buck Rogers. Ever. So, what else have we got? We've got more, oh God, there's more fashions. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, hang on. That one says Mr. and Mrs. KILT-MAN as well, so we've got another double effect going on. What have we got in here? There's two things. Ooh, all these stuck together. Don't. What's that? What's that then? What is that? Oh, it's the Witch King, Nazgul! Wraiths on Wings! Established 1300. Fell Beast Flight School. I love these things, which are like sort of piss takes. They're referential piss takes of cult movie characters and situations. The amount of stuff for MacReady and Snake Plissken and Outpost 31. And I've got hundreds of t-shirts for Mad Max, hundreds for Snake Plissken, and hundreds for MacReady and The Thing. Like MacReady Survival School, and there's a bottle of J&B there, an axe and some dynamite. But look at that, that's great. I do like that. Nazgul! And it's the Witch King's helmet. Oh! I only put that on because it's Christmassy music. That's what I thought. I was going to do, well, I'll tell you, I was going to put Die Hard on, Michael Kamen's score for Die Hard, but I'm going to be using that because, well, I might as well tell you now, I'm going to be massively reviewing the Die Hard movies. The first three. What came afterwards, we don't talk about. They don't exist in this or any universe. But Die Hard 2, Die Harder, and then Die Hard with a Vengeance. We're going to talk about all those. Now, weirdly enough, I actually saw Die Hard with a Vengeance on terrestrial UK TV the other night, and it's my least favourite of the first three. But I actually found myself really enjoying it, and I thought, I'll review that, but I've been busy ever since. So, but now I've blown what's coming up next. I've done it, haven't I? But that's why I'm playing this, because I didn't want to put Die Hard on because it'd be too obvious. I was going to play it during the review, but I was playing Gremlins because it's Christmassy. And look, it's little Gizmo. It's Gizmo. Oh, hang on, it's the stuff. It's Gizmo meets the stuff. So we've got another crossover. That's wonderful, mate. Wonderful. I love this. Christmas has definitely come early. I'm going to have to drink some more of this. And by the way, it looks like we're only halfway through. Okay. Well, we'll look at that in a minute. That's another t-shirt. That's the Mr. and Mrs. KILT-MAN. So we've got obviously a his and hers. Something wrapped up. A little cling film. Which makes that wonderful stretchy noise. I bet you Rob Bottin used some of this sort of noises for the popping effects in the thing of flesh doing wonderful things. Well, what's that? Folks, I'm not making this up. I just said Rob Bottin in The Thing. Well, it's not The Thing, but it's Rob Bottin again. It's The Howling! And that's looks like the Japanese poster. But we've got my favourite werewolf. It is Eddie Quist. The big Eddie werewolf, which I've covered a lot. I've covered The Howling and the werewolf. What's the best werewolves? And I've always said it's these guys. American Werewolf is great, but he's just a great big dog. He's Rick Baker's dog, Bosco. But these guys are big, 7 feet tall, with the jaws of Bruce, the great white shark. Oh, that's fantastic. Is that a magnet? It's a fridge magnet, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry, if I'm doing this, it's because I've got lights everywhere to try so you can see. But I know, but even the Kilt Mansion, whatever room you go in the Kilt Mansion, unless you go on the battlements, you've got no natural light anywhere because the windows are all little small portholes, usually with bars on them, so you don't get much actual proper light in this place. A vampire would be really, really at home here. Well, I'm pretty certain some are at home here. We've got more magazines. We've got Electronic Sound, which is a Bible for Astradyne and a Bible for me. I never buy it. I don't need to buy it because he sends me all the copies. Now, I'm just going to say, sometimes, especially in the early ones, there were little things hidden inside these. Oh, that's me being really horribly presumptuous there, and there wasn't. But that's still great. And we have The Dark Side, of course. Alan Bryce and Rick Melton's fantastic artwork on the cover, as usual. And oh, it is the original, well, Hammer's first Dracula, or Horror of Dracula. There he is. John Van Eysen as Jonathan Harker. Staking a claim in horror history, the men who made the men who made Hammer, the Wong Man. Tell you what, I'll put my fucking eyes in and start reading this properly. The Wong Man, Boris Karloff's Chinese detective, Haunted Hill, Stephen King's son on his Creepshow days, Near Dark, On the Road with the Undead, Catherine Bigelow. What happened to Catherine Bigelow? She did Point Break, Strange Days, Blue Steel, Zero Dark 30 and The Hurt Locker. Fabulous female director who has real testosterone, real cojones, because her movies are fucking blitzkriegs of violence. But what happened to her? Wasn't she married to James Cameron at one stage? I do believe she was. Comics that drip blood, the story of eerie publications. And I am a massive fan of The Dark Side. And again, you know, I don't buy it because Astradyne sends it to me. And all the books that they do as well. So it's like, oh yeah, here's Near Dark. As Bill Paxton will, after being hit by the truck several times, his face all mashed up. He's going, come on, hit me again, and all that, like. And Lance Henriksen and Jeanette Goldstein. So you've got half the cast of Aliens are actually in Near Dark as well. Oh, look, we haven't got time to go through all that. I'm sorry, we haven't. There's look. That's a figure. I've got to be careful. I can't be too quick messing around with these things in case I snap something off. Oh shit, I think something else is moving in there. Oh bollocks. Oh, hang on. Unless it's a two-piece thing, there's something rattling in here. Oh! Fell out the other fucking end, didn't it? Folks, we've got a base of something there. I haven't seen what's dropped. There's a pickaxe there. There's, well, and a rocky sort of, I don't know what it is. Oh! I hope it's not broke. It's a miner. Is it a miner from My Bloody Valentine? The miner from that? Is it? I can't. Oh God, I need to get spotlights. So he stands there. Or is this a reference to the slate mines and the quarries of Wales, Astradyne's home country? And by the way, Wales, although, you know, yes, we have the Scottish heritage. My father's side is pure Scottish. My mother's side is pure Irish. But where we live, on the Wirral Peninsula, we have Liverpool is right behind me. The River Mersey's right, just over there, past our moat and drawbridge. You go down the ridge and you come to the River Mersey. And then right across that, you've got Liverpool. But that actually, let's angle it right, that way there. So behind your right shoulder is Wales. And if you didn't have the rest of the Wirral Peninsula and the rather soggy, messy River Dee, which really, it doesn't warrant the term river. Don't argue with me. And you've got North Wales and Anglesey just there. And if you didn't have to, if you just go straight across that quagmire, the bog that is the River Dee, we'd be in Wales on foot within, I don't know, 45 minutes. No, I'm making that up. It would take you, because you've got to cross the Wirral. We're on the northwest tip, the most northerly but northwest tip of the Wirral Peninsula, and the Mersey Estuary is there, the Irish Sea is there, and Ireland is there. So we're right in the epicentre of the Celtic world. But he's going to tell me that this is like a statue of his dad or something, a little. Oh God! But we've suffered our first breakage. I do apologise. Oh dear. But the way that plinth is, I would have thought there'd be a little sort of a plaque saying what it's meant to be. I'm sorry if I'm meant to know what that is. Is this something from Doctor Who? No, oh God, it could be anything, couldn't it? But I'm going with it's a remnant, a relic of Astradyne's family heritage. Let's go with that. Let's drink to that. And one day I'll tell you about the secret mines in Wales. that I know about. I can tell what that is. Can you? I shouldn't unwrap this because it might exterminate me. Ooh. You know, I love it. Oh, it's not a fucking Dalek. It's Davros. Oh, it's good though, isn't it? Oh, does it do something? Can you turn it on? Does it speak with that audible voice? It's Davros. Davros. Wasn't he horrible? His spongy special effect head and that gammy hand. He was like he was that guy off You've Been Framed. Jeremy Beadle, you know. He prats around on game shows, but he's still got a gammy hand. Too soon? Davros, that's fucking great, that. You know what? If I was ever crippled, paralysed from the waist down, oh God, please don't let that happen. I want my chariot to be like that. I'd have all controls on it, and it'd be weaponised. Let's be honest about these things. It'd be weaponised, good stuff. That's great. There's been a fair bit of Doctor Who stuff, hasn't there? Great, especially considering that Doctor Who's took a very tragic turn under Russell T Davies yet again. It's been crap since he took over. Crap. I won't hear otherwise, or will not hear otherwise. A bumper pack of CDs and movies. Oh, this is great. I love this. This is a magical mystery tour. This. We have a CD from the group Fanny. Fanny. In America, that means something else. In the UK, it means just an inch or so the other way. But we have Kolchak, the Night Stalker, the TV show, with Darren McGavin as Kolchak, a proto X-Files. I have discussed this quite a fair bit, and I do have this, but I think Astradyne knows I've got a lot of these movies and TV shows, and he puts these things in it. In other words, like KILT-MAN, where you just fucking review these things once in a while. I'm dropping lots of hints by giving you these. Well, I'm up for reviewing Fanny anytime. What else have we got? Oh, more Kolchak and more Kolchak. Oh, and the movies, The Night Stalker and Night Strangler, the two Dan Curtis TV movies which he made, which instigated the Kolchak Night Stalker TV show, which are wonderful. If you look on the back there's an image of that's Richard Keel as the big Indian that comes to life. Richard Keel as in Jaws from Spy Love Me, you know, and the humanoid. Various Old Grey Whistle Test performances from 1980 to 83. 2012 documentary, The Making of Frank Henelnotter's Basket Case Trilogy. Great fun. I know, because it's on my special edition box set of Frank Henelnotter's Basket Case and Brain Damage. The very best of Bottom, Aid Edmondson and Rick Mail. And on the back, another great comic, Jasper Carrot and Robert Powell as the detectives. That was a great show, proving that Jasper Carrot could actually genuinely act, and proving that Robert Powell could actually genuinely be funny. Overlord, the film starring Kurt Russell's son Wyatt, and Disclosure. What's that? Project UFO. I don't know what that is. Is that actually a TV show or a film called Disclosure? I'm massively into UFOs and Disclosure, but it's funny how I said this. We were heading towards huge disclosure, or what was being touted as being huge US government disclosure about all they know about UFOs and that. And I said, you know, this is, look, they're going to promise all this. You've got the hearings with Dave Grush, I think his name is, the whistleblower. The Old Grey Whistle Test, the whistleblower. And it kind of went nowhere. They had a second hearing in September. They had one back in July, then one in September. I may have got the months mixed up there. But the one in September wasn't televised, but the first one was, because they were going to go they were going to go in depth and bring in other witnesses, and you heard nothing about that. And then something else happened in the world which took over and swamped any other bit of news. You don't need me to tell you what that is. Cheers, y'all. Muzzle top. Oh, hang on. Project UFO season 6. Oh shit. So that's right. Okay, it is a TV show. Project UFO. Okay, there's a lot of Project UFO stuff, and a lot more. There's another one, and another one. Sorry, they're 2 DVDs in a thing. Oh, it's Galactica 1980. There's Adama with his beard, Starbuck, Apollo, Red Dwarf, of course. Where is the Red Dwarf movie? Oh, it's Tom Baker again. So we've got episodes of, again, the Brain of Morpheus. I've actually reviewed the Brain of Morpheus on the channel. The Android Invasion, the Ark in Space was a terrifying one. What was that bloody thing called? The big green, horrible, slimy thing which got people, and you see like big snail trails of greenness. What was it called? Not a crine. The crinoid was the Seeds of Doom, wasn't it? Which is like The Thing. That one, actually. In fact, the Ark in Space is a bit like The Thing. The Changes. Well, I don't know if you can see the image there on the disc of The Changes. I've not seen that. From 1975. But I remember the title and that spooky woman's face. The Navigator, A Medieval Odyssey. Yeah, that is great. That is a good movie, that. And people don't really talk about that movie these days. Don't Go in the House. Oh dear, that was a nasty. And Demon Wind. Don't we all know about that? Jesus Christ. And that Boxing Day will all be suffering with Demon Wind, I can tell you. But yeah, Don't Go in the House. Or am I thinking of Don't Go in the Basement with the guy with the flamethrower who's burning it? Oh, that's a nasty movie, that. M from 1931, Peter Lorre, as a child molester. It's an incredibly, Fritz Lang, incredibly brilliant movie. Visually superb. Peter Lorre's performance is electrifying, and he's the bloody bad guy as well. And they imply a lot. He's a child murderer, but you know as well as I do, he's not just killing these kids. And to attempt a film of that subject matter way back then was groundbreaking and, earth-shatteringly shocking. It's such a taboo thing. Even now, what was that film with Kevin Bacon, The Woodsman, where he plays a paedophile, but he's been released and he's trying to do the right thing. By the way, I haven't watched the movie, but I've seen bits of it. I've seen the bit on the bus where like some young girls get on the bus, and Kevin Bacon's an amazingly good actor, and you can see he's fighting these urges. Now I'm not, you can't condone any of this. I'm sorry, but you to bring up these topics, but you sent the stuff, Astradyne. So, but The Woodsman, yeah, he seems struggling, and you don't want to think of him being humanised, but at the same token, he shows that some of these people are victims in their own right. Don't be taking this the wrong way. You hurt a child, you're dead, you're gone. I don't care what your excuses were, but he does try to convey, that inner struggle, and he doesn't want to be a monster. He does it really well. Kevin Bacon does not get the recognition he deserves as an actor, despite all those EE adverts he does in the UK. Does he fucking live in the UK now? Because the EE adverts are always based here in the UK. He must be living here. And Jim Henson's the storyteller, which was John Hurt, was it not? The Beast in the Cellar and the Banshee chapter from 2013. And Astradyne's done a little note here from the Banshee chapter. It says, "Freak me out, this one." I don't know what it is. I do, however, know the Beast in the Cellar is Beryl Reid. And they keep their brother locked up in the basement, in the cellar, to stop him going off to join the army. but then World War II ends, and like you've got an army base nearby, and they're on manoeuvres. But this guy, they've trained him to hate the British soldier's uniform. I mentioned DPM before, the best British camouflage we ever had. DPM, dispersed pattern material, and he sees these guys wandering around, and he starts preying on them. But don't go thinking this is an action-packed great horror movie. It's fucking awful. It's one of the most boring movies ever. There's a couple of killings, but really, it goes nowhere. Cheers, y'all. It barely even goes in the cellar. Ooh, is that hard? That's a glass jar. Oh, there's a note in here. It says, very fragile KILT-MAN. There's a note on it. He's doubled it up. Shit, maybe I shouldn't open that. Let's come back to that. It says very fragile on both sides of it. We'll come back to that. More posters. Oh, it's like on a Halloween kick here. 2021, that was Halloween Kills, and I was massively bigging that movie up at the time, was I not? And then I saw it. Halloween, the trick is to stay alive. Everyone is entitled to one good scare. I don't know if the ring light's warping it out. It's Michael Myers looking over the top of the banister, the stairs. Laurie's just took a tumble down the stairs, I think, and he's there, looming over the top, knife in hand. Oh, good stuff. You can't beat the classic. Hang on a minute, is there more than one? Just check. Because sometimes he doubles up in these little tubes. Fantastic. More music. CDs. Brilliant Beginnings. Ultravox. The awesome Ultravox. Tuxedo Moon, Half Mute, US post-punk from 1980. Yes, I don't know who these people are. But post-punk is what bled into New Romantics. During the 80s, I was in the big mod revival of the early 80s, like 81, 82. I was a mod. I had a zoot suit. I had, little drain pipe, black canvas jeans, white socks, suede winkle pickers on, oh yeah. And obviously my American fishtail parka, of course. And American flight jackets as well, because that became the rage as well. Sadly, skinheads adopted it as well, so you'd often be confused with being skinheads, which we were not. We were into, the Jam and the Who, and strangely enough, R&B, and like Tam the Motown as well. We were into stuff like that because they influenced each other. Well, Tam the Motown and R&B influenced the likes of early mod stuff as well. It's strange, but I like the beat of that, like the rhythm of that, but I'm going to go off on a different tangent. And then, so you got like punk, then you got post-punk, and post-punk became New Romantics, and I fucking love that. Grew out my skinhead and my little American flat top, and I started growing my hair and having highlights, and then even more highlights. Yes, I was the idiot with highlights. And Soft Cell, awesomeness. Spirit, the 12 Dreams of, Dr. Sardonicus. Right? Oh, hang on. For a second there, I thought that was the film, Dr. Sardonicus. It's not, it's a band. Spirit and the 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus from 1970. Sandy, Denny and the Straubs. Now I do know these. Yeah. Oh, God. They're leaping out my hand. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Camera Obscura. And we have a nice lady there. Trying not to look sexy, but actually looking surprisingly sexy. Right. There's more. Kraftwerk, Again, talking about experimental synth and all that. Revolutionary synth. Voor uns Metropolis. Voor uns Metropolis Til 2. Awesomeness. The Diagram Brothers, the John Peel sessions. Diagram Brothers. At least they weren't the Diaphragm Brothers. So, again, I don't know, but they'd be interesting because you're going to get like a bit of critique as well and discussion. Well, hopefully you do, if they are like proper BBC tapes. The Grid, is that? Doppelganger? The Grid? Am I reading that right? 8 Miles from Memphis, Vibration, Pleasure Control, Put Your Hands Together, Slinker, Pure Static, Mighty Heroic. They love their Ks, they're changing where there should be a C, they're putting Ks. Saturday, Closer, 3 Floors Above You, Feed Your Mind, Fools Rush In, Be Here With You. Oh, I've suddenly thought of The Prisoner there. Patrick McGowan, Be Seeing You. Upstairs at Eric's, oh well, fantastic stuff. I've got it, but fantastic. Oh God, Don't Go, one of my favourites. Yazoo, kick ass. Alison Moyet, Jesus Christ, what a voice, what a power. And last time I saw her, she'd lost an enormous amount of weight and looked incredibly sexy. Who'd have thought? It says the fucking Adonis here. I know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to my anus roar. The Roots of the Ramones. The Ramones. Brilliant. Very influential as well. Right, there's... Oh, no, I opened that, didn't I? Garbage Pail Kids. Some trading cards in there. Oh, okay. We've got a lot of things to open still. These white cubes, having received many of these from Astradyne, they tend to hold mugs with some great movie or, in some cases, a book jacket cover. Very often red, but great detailing. And I've got a vast collection of these. I used to buy mugs with movie posters on them and stuff like that, and movie references. I don't do it anymore because I've got millions of Astradyne. Put that over there. What is it? Oh! It is, if I can get it out, which I'm having a bit of difficulty doing. Jesus. It is. Oh God. Oh, you made sure I didn't crack this one. Oh God. Let's get it on. It's Halloween 3, but it's one of the original posters there. Oh, and there's a bit more on it. Oh, we've got Dan O'Haley here as Colonel Cochrane, the leader of Silver Shamrock Novelties, and an old ancient Celtic warlock. And I've covered this movie a lot as well. Got all the masks, and I've really gone to town. The Night No One Comes Home. I'm not gonna Tom Atkins. Shut up. The third channel, shut it off now, The finale, the season of the witch. Everyone hated it because it wasn't Michael Myers. Oh, I'm not going down this road. I defended it from day one because I knew what the story of it was, but it was massively mismarketed, and a lot of idiot Americans just went, "Oh, it's not got Michael Myers in it, so it's shit. Oh, well, I'm furious now." The fact that it's actually a great movie in its own right and a really clever, highly innovative and inspiring tale of really bizarre witchcraft. And if you think about it, and many people did, only in years afterwards, oh, what if the Michael Myers mask was actually it was a prototype for the Silver Shamrock mask with a little chip in the back of it, but it turned him into a homicidal maniac and kept him alive. What if it was that? It was a great idea, actually. Not a bad idea at all. But no, still, most Americans are like, no, it's fucking rubbish, it's shite. I don't know why I've given it a British accent, but that's the vast opinion that people still hold. And yet critics now revere Halloween 3. The First World War story from the makers of the BBC History magazine. and the story of Voyager. Oh, that was the thing that was on the side of the box, wasn't it? In-depth interviews with Voyager scientists, not with Voyager itself, I noticed. And I caught, or is it Voyager? Voyager. Which of course came back for Star Trek, the motion picture. So we've got, oh God, was retracted about Hitler? Was he misunderstood? Let me just check that again. Let me just check that, see if that was what it said. Oh God, folks, let me just find this, because if that's what it says, it's a feature on Grubble, the Yanks coming into the First World War, which they did. Oh, hang on. Oh no, it's Field Marshal Haig has gone down in history as the general who callously sent hundreds of thousands of Tommies to their deaths. One of the donkeys who led the Lions, but through their analysis of Haig's diaries, Gary Sheffield and John Bourne have arrived at a rather different view of the war leader. That was a man much misunderstood. I think a lot of people would stick to the original opinion, to be perfectly honest. But it is what it is. Can't change that now. Can't change history, although many people like to try to do so. We've got this oh no, fragile. Oh shit. It says, bright white, nature's choicest, pure crystalline sugar. Pure and wholesome. Talk about mismarketing. Ooh, yeah, I don't know what this is. Oh, hang on. Oh. It's a Roman soldier. A Roman soldier. There he is. Well, it's all right, isn't it? I said, oh, yeah, I see. See, you know, we're now in an era where everything's an action figure and everything's articulated. So you get older things which are just a statue, and you immediately try to like, oh, can its arm move? Can he do that? Has he got articulation there? Is it a ball joint there? You know. Has he got accessories? Can you take the head off? There he is. One of the best fighting armies the world has ever known. And multicultural as well. That's lovely, that. Yeah, it's Gladius. Some say Gladius. Hey, who cares? And the wonderful shield he used as well. Brilliant armour. The segmented armour. Oh, God. I'll tell you what, I better put him back in there, haven't I? Yeah, that's for the best. Put him back in. Sit. Alright. There's more books. Bomber Command, Operation Hurricane, the story of those who flew, fought and failed to return on 14th and 15th October 1944. The story of those who flew, fought and failed to return. So these are the guys that didn't make it back, the guys that died. Okay. Right, let's put that over there. I'm not gonna pull through these. What's this? Peter Jones, Solar Wind. Solar Wind. What's this? Well, it's not like a science fact book, it's science fiction art. And there's a lovely fat bottom girls, they make the rockin' world go by. Look at that. That's a world I want to live in, full of fat bottom girls. I think he's got the same idea as well. He's heading off there right now on his galactic jet skis. Oh, I love these vintage sci-fi and fantasy artwork books. I've actually got quite a lot of them. I haven't got this. I'll show you them all one day. There's quite some. One of the epics was, of course, a book called Spacecraft, which I know my brother, who's the RAF ground crew and ex-Speedway champion, he loved that book. And I'm hoping I've still got it, because I've got a feeling he may have nicked that book as well. Gonna find out. You know, we've got 2 libraries in this house. Oh, hello. Hello, the ladies are here. The ladies. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, another fat-bottomed girl. Look at that. By the way, I do apologise because there actually are women that look at this channel. I can't imagine why. And they probably won't do for much longer. Look at that. You've got some kind of space ape kidnapping it, and yes, you guessed it, a fat bottom girl. Look at that. Yeah, and that's the noise I'd be making as well if I was carrying her off with my little simian kazoo. There's a little bit of text on it. The alien corn aliens, couples and other monsters. There's dinosaurs and all sorts of weird. Oh shit! I thought that was a big spider. Then there's always a big spider in these things. It's like some kind of octopoid thing. It's not quite a spider, but it's still got horrible bits and bobs. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Nazgul. Not quite, but look at the helmet armor. Very similar. Very similar indeed. Oh, the bloody music's gone off, hasn't it? Screw that. Sorry, we're going to just repeat it all, but what the hell? Yes, she might have two tigers beside, well, a tiger and a lion. A saber, a tiger, let's get this right, a tiger and a saber-toothed tiger. And a big fat bottom as well. Big bums. Oh dear, love big bums. Great book. I presume there was a jacket on that which has come away, but anyway. That says The Howling. You can see that. That says The Howling there. That's a little. Oh, that's it's a separate thing. It's a fridge magnet of The Howling. Brilliant. Is this The Howling? I don't know what this is. Find out. Let's see what we get in here. More bubble wrap and lots of Lazzy bands as well. Get off. Is it a book? Yeah, it's a book. It's not a book. Once again, KILT-MAN, you know, your detective sleuthing powers are really crap because it's actually a stack of vinyl of orchestral maneuvers in the dark. Oh hey! Enola Gay is back again. Wow. X-ray department, unreported films, please return immediately after use. Hang on a minute. Is that actually on that? X-ray department, unreported films, please return immediately after use. I know where Astradyne works, and suddenly I'm thinking he's been using sort of plastic sleeves from work. So these are all MOD. MOD, that's where I used to work. OMD. Oh, they're not all OMD. Renaissance, a song for all seasons. Who's that then? Who are these guys? Renaissance? Our price, £4.49. I don't know who that is, but there's a few. Oh, yeah, we've gone beyond OMD. Blue Train, John Coltrane, vastly influential, vastly. Oh, hang on, there's Enola Gay again. Must have gone round the houses there. But lots more vinyl. Lots more vinyl, kidder. Yeah. You happy with that? You love spinning the decks, don't you? Loves a bit of that, don't you? Oh shit, that's hefty. Oh my god. Oh, careful. Could have come a cropper there, couldn't I? Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm not sure. That's... Oh, it's a Comet. Oh, hang on. Comet Hail Bop Spring 97. It's written on the... He has conveniently written it on the back there. You can't see it, I know, but... Hail Bop. Bopping away. Good style. Here's something which has been framed with a stand as well. What... Oh! It's Old Snake. The name's Pliskin. Oh yes, there he is having the fight with Slag. Ox Baker, a real life wrestler, and wow, they look very gladiatorial there. They're strangely differently costumed. I've got this poster on a print on a wall out there, but I've not got it framed. That's gorgeous though, isn't it? And it's also showing me something I've never seen before. Don't know if you can see there. There's Snake, obviously. Yeah, he's the guy with the patch on. There's a Cobra sort of coming out beside him. And I've got this image out there and I've never noticed that Cobra. Maybe this is different. Oh, fantastic. That's a beaut, that, mate. Cheers. What the hell? M41A pulse rifle. What's this then? The Arma M41A pulse rifle. Aliens. I know you know, but it's an American-made pulse action assault rifle chambered for 10x24mm caseless ammunition. It was notably employed by the United States Colonial Marines and the United States Army as their primary infantry weapon during the late 22nd century. Through its use with the USCM, it saw regular use in various engagements with the xenomorph and Yautja species. I've got to get my eyes replaced and my teeth put back in again. So, scale 1:1 papercraft. Can we build this out of this? Is that what you're saying? You see? Oh, Jesus Christ. I need my brother to help me with this. God. Give me the real thing. I could strip it and rebuild it, put it back together and use it blindfolded. But when it comes to actually construction, measurements and following, oh God, that's gonna... I'd love to do it. There's a Nerf gun, you know the Nerf gun things, which they did one of the pulse rifle. They did it in bright yellow and sort of red colours because you're not supposed to have sort of toy guns that have that look like real guns. So they have like bright colours on them. But of course, if you get them, you can just paint them black. You know. And there's a Nerf gun that is based on the pulse rifle. So we've got to do is just colour it the green and black or gunmetal blue, and you've got a perfect replica. But they're really, really expensive to get hold of. Oh, electronic sound. Chris and Cozy, songs of love and lust, aren't they all? See, love songs. The whole thing about being in love, it just means you want to fuck someone. That's all it means. At the end of the day, and love songs are written because you've done our fancy that, well, whoever you fancy, whoever, and you want to with them. Don't believe otherwise. Although in their case, I'm not sure. Are they both men? Chris and Cozy. I'm checking for little hidden extras. Hannah Peel. Oh, yes. Got some appeal, has Hannah Peel. Yeah, I'm checking again. Oh, damn it. Iron Maiden. Eddie. There's lots of Eddies. There's 1,000,001 Eddies there. Look at them. Is that Rick Melton that's done that? Now that looks like a Rick Melton bit of artwork there. Does it not? The complete story, exclusive interviews, 50 greatest songs, every Maiden album in their own words. But this is older, of course. There he is, the Trooper, of course, the Killer. We've got every version there. Wow. Eddie is an absolute hero. Let me just check. My God, I haven't drunk anything for a while. There's still more, folks. There's a big thing there which I've been on. There's still some more fashion. At this point in time, I'd just like to say I wish you all the best. Festive fun and frolics. I'll be doing a lot more videos between now and Christmas itself. And there'll be something on Christmas Day. Hey! But yeah, look forward to a bit of Die Hard, Frenzy. Okay, right, there's several things in here by the looks of things. Oop, there's something else in there as well. Oh dear God, look, it's McCready. One of my favourite shots from the thing. I've got various versions of this, posters, lobby cards of this. I have that McCready NECA figure with the polystyrene. Again, use it as the ice block that they've got, and I've got husky dogs and the spider-headed thing, and a big sort of The Thing logo in front of it as well. But I've got McCready like that, the NECA figure stuck beside it. Have we got another thing? No. Oh wow! Watch your back. Tawny Moise. That's the nurse. Laurie, she says. And Laurie's like, she's all drugged up after being attacked. It's Halloween too, by the way. And she just goes, like that, Laurie. Laurie! And then suddenly, Laurie's eyes widen as Michael Myers, in the shape of Dick Warlock. Dick Warlock being Kurt Russell's stuntman and body double throughout many movies. And he played, and I'll be honest, I've always said this, I love the look of the mask and his attitude, his slow robotic movements in Halloween 2. Perhaps more than I like Nick Castle's interpretation, which is definitive, I know, but we all can have our favourites. And I love the more sadistic version that he played. And the mask was all messed up because Deborah Hill kept it under their bed, and she was like Kurt Russell, like John Carpenter himself, like 10 ciggies at once, and a game controller in the other hand, and receiving checks for all the things, all his properties that he's sold off to idiots that can't remake, reboot, or reimagine any of his movies at all. But that scene, I actually did an image of that on Facebook only recently, and I think I had a caption like, it was like, hang on a second, it was these two and they were kind of embraced. It was like behind the scenes shot between takes, and I said it was like, this is the shape of how Strictly Come, no, hang on, let me get this right. This is how Strictly Come Dancing should look. This is how you throw some shapes. And like, because like the two of them were dancing together, but it's these two clearly after they've done that shot. But that's great, isn't it? Wow. Oh, mate, they're brilliant. God. Is there another one? Right. We've got the Human League as well. What's this? I think several posters there. The Dark Side again, and there's something inside. No, there isn't. Oh, is there? The Dark Side and Infinity magazines, both run by the same people. So it's Alan Bryce again. Brycey boy. And again, Rick Melton doing the fabulous artwork on both covers. It's Tom Baker! Tom Baker's made a comeback again. What hump? It's Igor. No, it's pronounced Igor. Marty Feldman in Young Frankenstein. Outstanding. We're not going to go into them, folks. We're not. Oh, is it just one? I'm a greedy bastard. It's The Thing, folks. I have a really worn out version of that image there. Look, it's crowded. Everyone's on there, but it's a nice piece though. And right front and centre, don't know if you can see, is Jed the dog, the husky, which of course my husky has not made an appearance mainly because there's nowhere for her to get on. So, here's just one in there. Might be more, you know. Oh, I shouldn't do this, should I? KILT-MAN, you fool. Yeah, it's on thick card, but that's a beaut. Wow. Again, we've got thing stuff, we've got Human League stuff, and we've still got some more stuff. God. Oh, we've still got the super fragile thing as well. Right. Okay, there's a... Shit, there was something else which dropped out. How is it I didn't notice that dropping out? It's Tom Baker again! With 2 of those pepper pots. Those, well, yeah, 2 of those pepper pots. Looks like 3. It's actually 3 pepper pots surrounding him. It's like, just look a bit nervous there actually. We have a game. I could see this the entire time. It was propped up against the back. And it says, Spy Ring. Bubble wrap! Everyone's favourite game of all. Ripping through bubble wrap. And getting nowhere fast. How has this been done? I'd be crap in a zombie movie, wouldn't I? You'd have George a minute going, just rip the latex, just rip it. Things like, and I'm like, I can't, George, I can't open it. And I'm like, oh. With them massive big glasses of his, Mr. Magoo glasses. Bubble wrap. Waddington's, the international spy game for 2 to 4 players. Spy Ring. Top repeat, hang on. Top repeat, top secret, polydaddle lunar. What the fuck am I reading here? Top repeat, top secret, polypaddle lunar orbital probe. Plop. Strictly confidential. WD, keep in a dark place. Spy Ring. Is this something spy versus spy? I don't know this game. Poison this. Okay, we've got some stuff on the back. Spy Ring. Players take the part of spies in the diplomatic quarter of Blut in Española or Espiona. To be a successful spy, you must be aware of everything that goes on around you. Oh God, we've lost something here. It is something. Is you want to enter unguarded? Can you move your contact man so as to frustrate a rival's plan or catch him in a prohibited area? Can someone pop up unexpectedly from one of the underground tunnels and claim one of your secrets? And all the time you must keep an eye on the code words. Never a dull moment for 2, 3 or 4 players. 1965. I think this is based on that spy versus spy thing, which was it was a cartoon, wasn't it? Ooh, the smell of old cardboard. Okay. We had like a game board with obviously different embassies there, and so you've got the British flag, American flag, every other bloody flag, and you've got lots of stuff in there which we're not going to go into. But wow, I love old board games, and I wish I kept all the ones that I grew up with. I just didn't. Castle Dracula or Escape from Castle Dracula was one of the ones I'd dearly love to get hold of again, because you could be, if one of the vampires caught you, you'd become vampirized for a turn, and you'd have to put on a green or a red vampire bat mask, and then you were pursuing your other players, you know, and it was great game, super atmospheric, you know, when you were a kid. Right, you've got, this is again addressed to Mr. and Mrs. KILT-MAN, so it's a his and hers, I presume. Ooh. think I know what this is. Oh, there's two. There's two. And it is the old grey whistle test, which had one of the most iconic of opening sort of animated title sequences with this disco jiving guy hoofing, a crystal star. It's on the Beeb, the old grey whistle test, and it had a lot of great bands would be featured on there, but a lot of up and coming weird bands would be on there too. So we've got a black t-shirt there, and I think this is the same thing, but just in blue. And one of them's probably the female, again, the little cut in the side, and the little short armpits and stuff like that. Like a fat fuck like me couldn't get into it. But that's mine, that's a bigger one, that's bigger. That's blue, I like that one. Yeah, old grey whistle test, fantastic. That hairy guy, wow, I forgot what his name was now, who presented it. Big hairy guy, looked like a cross between Rick Wakeman and a Yeti. In fact, look just like me. There's something else here. Can you read that? It says Gollum. Gollum? Gollum, please do not bend. Ooh, poster? Yeah. Is it? Oh, posters, I should say. Oh, hang on. There's more in it. No, I'm wrong again. Oh. Gollum. I think this is all part of one thing. Yeah, there's an... Is that Gollum's arse? Oh. How's this way? I'm not good at jigsaws at all. Right, you've got his foot there, yeah. You've got a toe. Oh God, I don't know how you do this. Oh shit. Well, it's clearly something like that must go together like that. Yeah, clearly it does because it's curved. I get there in the end, and obviously they're the bottom bits. So does it go like that? Oh. Get back to that. Cheers, Astradyne. We'll get back to that. There's only 4 pieces in that jigsaw, and I still can't work them out. Bags of silica. Have we done everything? Oh, we haven't. We've still got this. Are we going to do this? Are we going to... There's a bloody big cork in this as well. You can quickly see that there's something in there, a figure, I presume. Oh God. But massively double marked as fragile. Oh, I'm going to screw this up, aren't I? Let's get rid of that for one thing, because you can't get into it. Right. We should do this. Oh God. It's like, cut the blue wire. No, cut the red wire. But Riggs, you said blue. I said blue. I meant red. Ooh. Well, he's clearly been inside this to put the fragile things on. You know that. I don't want to... If this flies out the arse end of this bubble wrap, like the other thing did, the Welsh Miner. This is unnerving. There's my knife. Oh God. Now he's got the knife out. Astradyne's watching this now going like, what the hell is it? It's a spacecraft. I think. Yeah, I'm right. It is. Oh, come on, it won't come out. Oh no, there's a piece broke off it. son of a bastard. Ah, shit, man. Looks like a little shark fin's come off it. It's the drop ship from Aliens. It's the drop ship. Oh, good. Don't want to tempt fate. Drop ship. Oops. Ah, bollocks. Where did that piece come from? Oh, it's the... You see, it should be on... Oh, God. It should be on there. The other tail fin. There. It sits there. So you've got one there and one's missing. Oh, what a bollock. Oh, drop ship. I dropped it as well. It is just plastic. Just plastic. It's great, mate. It's great. I love it. Because I've got around here, Narcissus is there. Oh, hang on, where's the other ones? I've moved them, but Narcissus is there, and they are great. And we've got the Derelict as well, and the Sulaco, all of which Astradyne sent me. And now there's a little drop ship as well. Damn it. Can you put that down to alien damage? You know, a xenomorph bled on it and dropped the tail fin. I mean, the fucking thing does explode anyway, so, you know, well. But they can remote control the other one to come down and go back. Oh, you know the story. Well, super glue can work miracles, so we can get that on there. What I'm going to do, folks, I'm just going to put this somewhere safer than this immediate environment. Be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's doodah. Right, I think we're done, to be honest with you. I think we've done everything. Davros is there, there's Gollum there, there's Spyring, there's a ton of books and movies and DVDs and CDs and vinyl, and bubble wrap, obviously, and God, it is, oh hang on, it's already opened. Thought there was something else there, like, ooh, as if there wasn't already enough. Wow, Astradyne, again, you've blown us all away with this cavalcade of cult merch and these movie relics and treasures. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much. Christmas has indeed come early, because I can guarantee you that the family wouldn't have got me anything, to be honest. Not really. Oh, we got you a bottle of whiskey. I'll be like, I'll still be made up, don't worry about that. But I won't get anything like this. And wow. What were the breakages? We had the miner, who's come off his stand, his plinth, and the dropship. I think we did pretty well. But we did get some breakages, mate. Sorry about that, we did. And you had marked them up, you know, fragile, very, very fragile. And clumsy, butterfingered old KILT-MAN still managed to mangle several items. Damn it. Ah, dear God. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Astradyne. Have fun this Christmas. Be happy. Be frisky. Be safe. Look after and love all of your own. And maybe a few strangers as well. Because it's the time, the season of goodwill to all men and women especially. I'm supposed to be out in town tomorrow, Liverpool, and well, that'll be an interesting little adventure. It always is. But who knows what state I'll be in when I try to do something on Saturday morning. But Die Hard is coming up. I might do them in reverse order. I might do Die Hard with Avengers, then Die Hard 2, and then really go to town on the best, the unequivocal, the best of the best. Let's just leave it at that. From John McTiernan in 1988, John McClane. And let's cover these before they disastrously try to bring in John McClane Year 1, John McClane the early years. Have you seen the Boom Time version? Well, they mangled Escape from New York and Snake Plissken, so I've got no time for them whatsoever. And in the John McClane Year One, I think it was called, he's barely even in the fucking thing. He has no resemblance to Bruce Willis at all, none whatsoever. And it's a strangely doom-laden crime story. But it's a crime. He's a copper on the beat in New York City. And in a way, you shouldn't really expect him to be, John McClane from Nakatomi and Dulles Airport, and then with Zeus. Oh God, I know. But and then goes to Russia. Oh, shut up! Just shut up and stop. But I still love John McClane though. Those first three are still iconic and just tremendous entertainment. Although the first one is superlative as an action movie, and with such great dialogue, such wonderful poetic moments, and clever visuals, and it just is a delight to watch from start to finish, again and again and again. Based on Roderick Thorpe's brilliant novel from 1979, I think it was, 78, 79. And everything in the movie is in that book. Everything, even eating the candy bars, is in there. Or it's the John McClane character. He's not called John McClane. It's called Leland, John Leland, I think it is. And but it's still a great novel. I thoroughly recommend it. Get a copy of Die Hard. They released it again with Bruce Willis on the cover and the Nakatomi Plaza. It's not even called that in the book, but again he's up against a bunch of 12 terrorists. A lot of whom seem to be women. But if his feet get lacerated by glass, the whole thing, in the air shafts, the whole thing. It's not his wife, it's his daughter he's gone to meet. But everything is the same. It's all there. Fire hose, the whole fucking caboodle. It's outstanding. And you can read it in one sitting as well. Because you don't want to put it down. It's one of those books where people go like, oh, you can't put it down. And you can always go, yeah, you always hear that. But yeah, well, oh look, I've just put it down. I'll come back to it tomorrow. But this is a book you can read in one night because you won't want to stop reading it. Fabulous. Folks, there you go. Talking about something which wasn't even in the box there. It wasn't, was it? No, it wasn't John McClane. It was Davros. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Have some more of this. Right, folks. I have been always shall be KILT-MAN, so in the meantime, and it's ever industriously unveiling, unpacking, and going, ooh, wow, look at this, in between time. Please keep it kilted, keep it Celtic. I'm going to see you all. Look alive, live fast, die hard, and drink plenty.